Hello everyone, and today we're talking about protein. Now, what is protein? Well, protein consists of amino acids, and these are the building blocks of life. So protein, amino acids, one of the things they do is they play a really important role in the production of neurotransmitters to keep our mind healthy. So this is a really important factor. Protein does so many different things that we're going to be talking about in a minute, but first of all, a little bit about protein. So you have 20 different amino acids. 9 of these are essential amino acids, and within those 9 essential amino acids you have the block chain amino acids. There are 3 of them, which we're going to talk about in a minute as well. So that's kind of the building blocks of the protein, the amino acids. Now, quite often if you're on a plant-based diet, people always wondered about how you could get your amino acids, because the 9 essential amino acids were believed to mainly just be found in animal products. We're learning more and more every day, like quinoa, a lovely seed, is a complete protein. Goji berries are a complete protein. When you say it's a complete protein, it means it contains all 9 essential amino acids. And why this is so important is the body can't produce these 9 essential amino acids inside itself, so you have to consume them from food. But as I said, there are lots of plant-based sources that do contain these 9 essential amino acids. Another thing that we found as time has evolved is that what the body does is, it's a bit like a puzzle, is it collects the essential amino acids and it stores them until it gets the 9 complete one, then it uses them. It used to be thought that unless you ate them all together in one meal, those complete essential amino acids, then you wouldn't be able to utilize them. So that's great news if you're on a plant-based diet, you don't need to worry. But also now there are so many great products out there to really support that, which I'm going to be talking about in a second. But I want to talk a little bit more about what the protein does in your body. So for example, tryptophan is an amino acid that is found in nuts and dairy and figs, and also poultry and fish. And tryptophan is the precursor to serotonin. Now, serotonin has been shown to be the thing that helps with our mood, that really, if you're depressed, generally you've got low serotonin levels. So eating tryptophan-rich foods can support that serotonin production naturally. So that's an amazing thing. As I said, you can find it in nuts and figs and cacao, things like that. So lots of great plant-based versions of it. Why am I going on about plant-based as opposed to animal-based proteins? Well, I personally am plant-based, and I think for our health and for the planet's health, it's best to be plant-based. That's my personal preference. There are scientifically shown lots of reasons why eating plant-based protein over animal protein is more beneficial. Part of the reasons is plant-based protein generally has fewer calories to the animal equivalent, and also less harmful effects on the body. So less detrimental fats, less hormones, antibiotics, all of these things that go into meat. And obviously not forgetting about the impact on the environment from the meat that is being consumed. But it's always good to get good sources of protein. One of my favorite sources is quinoa. As I said, this is a complete protein. Goji berries, another complete protein. So these are great things that you can do. But what I think is really important is, if you're eating a cross-section of food, you're eating the rainbow, you're going to be getting all of these different essential amino acids from the different forms of food. So a little bit about the block chain amino acids that I was talking about. Branch chain amino acids. These are particularly good for if you're working out. So for muscle growth, decreasing muscle soreness, recovering from working out quicker, also preventing muscle wasting. So if you've got some kind of muscle degenerative disease, then having these BCAAs is a good thing. They also support the liver. When you eat a protein-rich diet, what this does is it helps to reduce your appetite and your hunger. There's a part of the protein which reduces the hunger hormone in the body. Also, eating a protein-rich diet increases muscle strength and muscle mass. It's good for the bones. It helps to boost your metabolism. Also, higher levels of protein-rich foods, especially plant-based ones, have been shown to lower blood pressure. So these are all benefits of why having good protein is important for the body. As well as the mental health aspects I mentioned with the things like the increasing of the serotonin, also an amino acid within the amino acid structure as a precursor to dopamine as well. So all of the neurotransmitters have precursors in the amino acid, so they help the production of those neurotransmitters which support positive mental health. So this is a really, really key thing. The neurotransmitters are chemicals which allow the brain cells to communicate effectively with each other, so really important. So lots of great protein supplements out there. I personally don't like the whey ones. You know, bodybuilders used to always think they needed whey protein, but now we've evolved so much we don't need these byproducts of dairy. A lot of people are actually intolerant to dairy in the world, in the society, because we've consumed too much, and because that dairy is filled with so many antibiotics and hormones and all the rest of it, as well as pus and lots of other unpleasantness. So getting plant-based protein can be just as effective, if not more effective in my opinion, than the animal-based counterparts. So I'm going to give you my awards, like bronze, silver, gold in vegan plant-based protein powders. So bronze goes to Vegan Smart, really great supplement, really lovely. The silver goes to Vivo Life. They do a lovely banana and cinnamon protein powder, really lovely. It's got some reishi mushroom in, really good tasting. But my favorite of all time has to be this enriched epic vanilla. This is so good. This is on my website, you can get it from there. This has in it biofermented pea protein. So when something's been fermented, it means it's much easier to absorb and digest. You get a lot more of the nutritional benefits when you ferment something. It increases that nutritional profile. It's got quinoa protein, which we talked about. It's got plant-based BCAAs, which we talked about before. It's got maca powder. Maca is a great source of protein, but it's also very good for the endocrine system, so the hormonal system. This has also got grey sea salt, brilliant for the body. And it's got digestive enzymes in it: ginger, peppermint, papaya, fennel seeds, vanilla and stevia. So the digestive enzymes are in there to really help you absorb the protein better. I used to find that when I had protein powders, I'd have them in something and then they'd go through me really quickly and I'd have to go to the toilet because my body wasn't brilliant at digesting proteins. But I found with this one specifically, the Vivo Life as well, that didn't happen because of the digestive enzymes. It helped support my gut actually absorbing the protein, so it didn't just flush through my system. So that's my little rundown on protein. Obviously protein is a massive subject, but a little bit of a guidance. Here's my epic vanilla in my smoothie with my super green mix and some bananas and kale. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Cheers.